All right, what's up, everybody? On deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date, June 25th, 2024, and the time is 18:45. See this cloud right here? It's the same shape of that mothership UFO that I caught. Remember a while back? Let me get you in close. I think that's it. Anyways, I might have to digitally zoom it. Remember when I caught that UFO? I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And then I sped it up and they had a mechanical burn to it. This looks like the same thing. I don't know. But it's right here. It's got the same oval shape, same oval top. Let me see if I can get you in there. I'm just gonna hold what I got. I can't really see my screen. Okay, I just got off this cloud. So right here, looks like the same deal I caught and it's passing through again. And whether it was a ship or an asteroid, I don't know, or just a mothership in orbit. And there it is. I just want to put that out there. I'm gonna go ahead and link it to the other video while I showed it. Alright, we'll be back. Poof. Alright, back real quick. I'm looking at the position of the ship that I saw, and there's the rest of the planet right here around the sun. Right here. Make sure I'm all the way out here. So I want this thing's in orbit around that planet. So the planet is coming here, dropping down, going all the way back above my head. And I can see it's the whole planet. That's probably Nepicity. It's to the right of the sun, if that's right. But this ship showed up before I really knew any of what I know now. Yeah, before I know what any of I know now. Let me see. I'm in the shade so I can kind of catch it. But it's right here. It's like it's going into a cloud. It's pushing a cloud in front of it. So I wonder if that thing's in orbit around this planet. It's kind of like a station that is capable of flight. And I'm not being weird here, y'all, since I literally caught this thing and I'll show the mechanical properties of it. Like I said, I'm gonna provide the link and go from there. I don't know. Alright, that's just interesting. And like I said, the rest of my planet. So I'm about to shut down my shop and we're gonna get back to this, so y'all hang tight. Ooh, I see a vortex right here. See me block the sun out. See the planetoid surface going down, and then there's a vortex right here. Yeah, you can't tell me there ain't nothing up in the sky. It's not just clouds, y'all. I swear to God. Tell you what, let me move my vehicle because I'm gonna put my truck on this, my camera on it, and come back. Hang tight, poof. All right, back at it. Same date. The time is 19:01, 7:01 for my civilians. Ooh, look at that. Asteroid. My planetoid is over here. See, my camera's still recording, so camera's right there. It's getting all this. I pointed it this way. This is gonna catch all this. All right, so there's the sun. My planet is swinging down here, coming down, coming around. My ship, oh, there's a moon right here. Like a, see, I see a little asteroid. And I'm gonna have to break out my my 35 millimeter on this planet swinging all the way around. My ship is over here in this chaos right here. Okay, back one more time. Just when I was about to leave, my coworker showed up. The same date, the time is 19:11. Show 7:11 for my civilians. So where my ship was, I guess it's in the orbit of that moon, Nepicity's moon, which is right here, all this above my head. Starts right here, dips around, cloud, comes back up, and then here's another smaller moon right here at the pole. I already showed y'all that one. You can literally see it contour. It's just ridiculous, all. And my bigger planets are all behind our local sun. And this is why the sky is so whited out. Jesus. When are you governmental people gonna get off your asses and tell the people what's up? This is why y'all acting up. This is why the whole world's going to chaos, because everybody's Y'all don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all don't know what's gonna happen, so you're about to give everybody a hard time and get it yours before you think the whole world is gonna collapse. Real shitty of you. Real talk. Now we about to get real. Don't come for me. It's all right. It's too late already. It's definitely a moon. You can see that. So I'm about to get my vehicle. My camera's still recording, and I'm about to go do my thing. All right, poof. All right, back real quick. I parked my truck right here, so it's looking at all this. I just spotted my all-seeing eye planetoid. That's it right there. See that perimeter line? That's the actual iris. It's closer. It normally looks at the sun, but I notice when the sun starts getting away, it rotates away or down. Let me get you in closer. That's the actual eye. See that landscape? It's always to the left of the sun. So that's I guess Atu's moon. It's really close today. And the rest of it's going back that way. So I did see it coming around earlier, but I didn't know it was it. There's the rest of my planet. Lipicity. See the perimeter of it? That's not a cloud. That's actually land surface. And you can see the rest going up, going up. All right, this is awesome. I'm back in Colonial Heights at my mall. This is a good viewing spot. All right, we'll be back. And you can see you can see the push down past our atmosphere. Those little lines, its surface and atmosphere being thrust up against. If you look next to the pole landscape, those little ridges. This is getting exciting, y'all. So I'm gonna put all this in a thermal red so that it brings it out. There's one of its moons, smaller asteroidal moons. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. I can see it, but my camera looks weird. Sun is glaring in my eyes. Near right. No, it's higher than that. There it is. Right there. This is awesome. Alright, we'll be back. Poof. Alright, y'all, third eye back. I'm gonna make this as short as possible. So, same date. The time now for me is 20:01, 8:01 for my civilians. The clouds kind of pushed back. Whoo, this is so beautiful. My all-seeing eye is right here. See that's the iris. Let me zoom you in. That's the iris. It's starting to look down now. This is the rest of it. This is Atu. It's pushing back here. See how it's pushing back? See all this sweep right here? This is actually Atu, man. This is dope. Yo, this gets me so emotional, y'all, because, like, I love it. And you can see the rest of the planet punching down right there. I think that's, let me see. That's actual Atu, and this is Atu's moon. My all-seeing eye. When I call my all-seeing eye. I don't know if it's actually Atu or actually Atu's moon. Okay, it's Atu. So the all-seeing eye planet is Atu, and this is its moon. Okay, yeah. This is that moon that I caught that was further back in my bigger dark planet. Hold on, let me get this right. My darker planet that's behind it might be like one of the bigger planets. So this is Atu, the all-seeing eye planet. This is its moon. I'm gonna have to enter it into the video. And see how it's pushing down? It's going back towards the southwest. All right, and then over here we got Nepicity's moon, and it's an asteroid traversing around this moon. Here's the moon right here, or this planetoid. I'm gonna say it's the moon. Asteroids traversing around. This is so freaking dope, man. And if it's not that, then it's landscape. Let me zoom you in real quick. I like to get up in there. I hope it's not blurry. Man, this is dope. Wow, like, let me take my shades off. The sun is going down, so I don't need my shades. Let me, I got my camera, if you look through the window, I stuck it there, so I need to catch all the rest of this while I'm doing this recording. And I'm gonna break out my 35mm and set this down. I got it on a tripod and take some pictures. Wow, this is dope. Okay, so since I've seen all this before, matter of fact, let me put my face in here. Since I've seen all this before, that's that moon right here. I call it the Earth-like moon. That's my all-seeing eye planet, which is Atu. See the iris? This is the iris. It's got a bigger planet behind it. I don't know if it's Saru or Matim. And then you got my other planet over here. I'm starting to see the perimeter of it now. It's coming down, coming all the way around. It's intersecting above my head. Yep, it's intersecting and it's crossing over. Here's another planetoid. Man, there's so many of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. There's a little moon right there. Oh my God, this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to spin around. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. And then this asteroid right here. All right, and then above my head. I'm doing this so y'all can see, like, this is no Photoshop. Let me show you, get y'all back to it. All right, so let me count this again. 1, 2, 3. We'll go back to 2 because I think this is the tail coming off it. 2, 3, 4, my OC and I. 5, one behind it. 6, that little moon right there. I don't know what the heck that is, but that's beautiful. That's an actual freaking moon, y'all. I forgot to count. 10. I'm about to start again. Crap. Okay, let's do this one more time. We're gonna count backwards. 1, 2, asteroid. 3 right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 bodies that I can see. Okay, so this got to be another okay, that's another moon. So it's the dark side. That's the lit side. So your lit side was the clouds are hitting it, and the dark side, I can tell by the contour. So I thought it was an asteroid, but it's an actual moon. It probably is an asteroid. The whole thing right there, you can see it pinching out, pushing out, the lit portion. Then my other one is sitting right here in the clouds. That's another one. There's another one right here. Jesus. And with me standing here, they're starting to matriculate more. And then this beautiful one right here, I'm loving this one because it's pushing down. All this is pushing around Earth or at Earth or something. God, I don't know how the Earth is shaped. Some people say it's flat, some people say it's round. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for God to tell me because too many men have lied and messed things up. I can't go with men no more. Y'all just kind of defeat me with your closed mind. You know, I got another video for another conversation. I'm not about to ruin this video with that because this is separately on the skies. But you know, I'll save it for another conversation. I'm very perplexed. I got to have a conversation with some people that I work with, trying to test my integrity. I'll put it like that. My integrity. One tried to test my manhood. The same one tried to test my integrity. I guess you think I'm a hardened criminal, like what he's used to, or maybe like he is. But you don't get to do me like that. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll tell you the results of that after I get off in his sugar honey iced tea. This is positive energy over here. This is dope. Okay, so I thought this was an asteroid, but it's actually a moonoid. You can see it contouring. I'm gonna zoom in again, right there. This might be bigger than that, but from the way the surface looks, it got burnt by the sun and it's pushing the tail off. Because up there's a different radius of energy. Now here's this one showing up. See that asteroid right there? Again, Mr. MBB 333. I don't know who's got this dude by the balls, and I'm not trying to attack him. I actually like watching his shows. They're very informative, just like Alex Suwan. His vlogs were very informative, right up to the point where he got the lion. And talk about integrity. I'm up here showing you the absolute truth. And again, if I miss something or I'm wrong, I apologize. But why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing this whole display of something pushing through an atmosphere and going straight up like a freaking ball going through water? If you push a ball through water or throw a rock through water, you're gonna see it bubbling just like that on a water solid mass level with liquid around it. It's gonna bubble. This is the same difference, except the water is thinner. It's in the form of clouds. It's not in the ocean, it's in the form of clouds. And as they say, above, so below, that's what God said. for all you science hackers, science thumpers that don't believe in God, that think everything is random in the Big Boom theory. Y'all about to be the lowest form of PhDs and whatnot when it goes down. I'm not knocking you, but like I hear so many people, oh, there's that God topic again. It's not science. I have to see it to believe it. Science is observation. Yeah, I get it, but you don't have a spirit, so you can't touch that topic. So therefore, you lose. Again, my little planets are pushing off right here, causing a wave. Got another one causing a wave. Another one causing a wave, and this one way out here. I know that ain't my all-seeing. That thing confuses me. That can't be it. That cannot be it. Anyways, we know it's in the area. So it's pushing all this off of it. So your bigger planet's way back here, doing all this big push, cutting across our sky. You got one right here, cutting across into that. Got one right here, actually right here. It's just pushing this whole deal. There's another one behind it pushing. There's so much pushing. This is our Earth cloud. See how Earth clouds look different? See how puffy it is like cotton? Because the air is hitting it from our atmosphere. Then you got these right here. They sit here all day, pretty much passing through really slow. That big planet I caught this morning, my whole camera in my truck caught the whole thing, and that was cool because now I get to show it off and just really show y'all that there's something up there spinning. And the best that people being authoritative over YouTube can do is make them suppress my videos so that y'all don't find out that there's some planets floating by. But then people like MB333 can put everything in a mystery and wow, and the mystery of these planets and the all whole bunch of does, but no solution. Am I hating? Hell no. That guy can't touch me. He just got backing. Somebody helped to back him. Look at my asteroid. It's pushing. That's the flight path of it, and it's spiraling. Let me see. We can usually tell by the way it's spiraling. Trying to figure out the spiral radius of it and the turn. Well, we'll figure out in a minute. But like I really like watching people. I'm very harmonious, y'all. I don't really have a corrupt bone in my body. I like my drink, like my beer. I like my women. I'm not into anything else but a woman. I'm not into money like that. Money is a good frequency to have to make things move, yes. But if there was another source of finances, like a shekel, a gold coin, anything before a green note dollar bill, in America, beyond America, outside of America, that would work for me, I would go with that. Nothing against the dollar, but it's had its turn and its time is over. You know, and people want to act like everybody's chasing the dollar out here. Actually, I'm chasing the skies. I'm poor as all get up, y'all. I'm poor. I think I'm gonna remain poor for the rest of my life because like it just ain't happening for me. No matter how intelligent I am, the world has changed up for us, and that is really depressing. I don't let it get to me because I know it's gonna be over with soon. I only worry for my children, but God's got them, so it's gonna be fine. This is my planetoid right here. There's so much that I would like to go into, but everybody is going to confuse it through a whole political movement, and I'm not with that. We're really trying to figure this world out. Big up to Hush Puppy. That guy's bringing the absolute truth. Big up to Citizen Science Podcast. Big up to Rebecca. Nibiru Follows Anonymous. Big up to Sam Hoffman for his research. Big up to Dave's Waffles, the original real Planet X Hunter. Not the real fake ass one. The original PXH. Not I'm the pretend Planet X Hunter from West Coast California, Bikersfield, and I purposely mispronounce that. Pronounce that, forgive me. Bikersfield. You know where you at on the West Coast. I've been there plenty of times. I got family over there. Bikersfield. Anyways, all this beautiful stuff is just like flying by. At some point it might come. All right, my panoramics, they did all right, but not the way I like them. I got this camera on a stick, so it's throwing things off. And I was trying to not get my truck in there. It's all good. Yeah, it's a lot, like the energy coming off of the earth is very violent right now. It's not coming from these planets. It's not coming from that planet. You see that dip? That's not a cloud. See that dip? It's not a cloud. See that vortex following that dip? Not a cloud. See this vortex way over here? Let me zoom you in. Not a cloud. See this asteroid? Not a cloud. And it's got a planetoid behind it in the dark. And the light is surging through, lighting this thing up. Not a cloud. Look at that mountain sitting over my head. Not a cloud. So this is the rest of the planet sitting above us. That's how close this thing is, man. Y'all think people are playing. So, planetoid, not a cloud. So if that's not an asteroid, then that's a mountain. It looks like it's, I don't know if it's rotating or not. I'm trying to see if it is. If it's not, then it's a mountain at a weird angle. And the reason why I have to enter these options now, because you got all this stuff in close to us. Like this is a mountain. I just think they were just like individual asteroids. But the more I see this stuff, the more it's like really telling. So if all this is a upside down mountains, like we're in inner Earth, just like King Kong, Godzilla, then that will lead back to this being a part of it. And this will be a big ass mountain, not a planet. That's another option I'm entering, since it's hard to tell past these clouds. Only thing I can do is put everything in the thermal and bring out the truth. Know what I mean? This is insane, y'all. I'm going to think this is all one big ass planetoid with heaps and heaps of that's a possibility. If these are not individual planets, and I have to enter this now upon looking at all this, I'm gonna show y'all all this, y'all see what I'm seeing. Then if that's not a planet, this is all one big freaking planet with asteroids flying around it, somewhere flying up under it, and these are all mountains. That's an upside down mountain if it's not a planet. This is an upside down mountain if it's not a planet. This is an upside down mountain dome right there if not a planet. That's the peak of it. This is a valley right there. That looks like a valley. I hope this stuff doesn't hit us. That'd be scary as hell to have this come down on top of our heads. This will be a mountain. Look at this. This will be land terrain. Like, honestly, let's look at all this. I keep seeing this stuff. Looks like land terrain and trees. If you look deeper into it and stop looking at the, like, okay, if I stop right here, it looks like mountains and valleys. That looks like a valley. Looks like a valley. I know it might seem stupid to y'all, but why am I starting to see trees popped up and like a mountain, like flying over a mountain? Maybe that's just my imagination, or it's just under ice. That's definitely, if it's not an asteroid, it's a mountain. And that's a mountain peak. Then this is a valley. Valley, 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 mountain. Valley, 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 mountain. Mountain, valley, valley, mountain. Valley, mountain, mountain, mountain. Like I said, all this is valley sweeps. That's a drop in the valley. And these are the gorges going up to a mountaintop. If that. Do y'all get me? And if this would be like an upside down pyramid, that's the base of your mountain. Base of your mountain. Going up to the apex, like going up a pyramid. This is your apex. Going back down, falling behind this other mountain that's coming up. I'm telling you, it's starting to look like that. I think this is what it is. And the way it's spreading out, that's the other portion of the mountain. So let me turn this upside down so y'all can see. Can you see it now? I literally turned it upside down. If my camera does what it's supposed to do, you will see mountains and valleys. Oh my God. I can see it standing up on my feet from here. Look, watching all them Godzilla, King Kong movies does do a big difference. And then, you know, they hide this stuff in these movies too. But this right here is a big ass pyramid type of a dome. And these are the little valleys gorging off of it. Like, I literally can see some of that. I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like it. Looks like a freaking valley. Mountaintop. Valley drop off. And the clouds are just running over it. This looks like an open mountain area. Once I put this all in thermal, you'll be able to see. So I'm gonna end up running this video twice. Let me do an upside down check. We're gonna get through the bottom of this. Big up to all you sky watchers, because we all know something ain't right. I still say this is a big mountain. If this ain't a planet, this is a big ass mountain right here. Sorry, it's going down. It's pushing out west, so it's following the sun. And this is the base of it. And these are like landscapes. Yo, that would be freaking scary, man. Whew, that would be freaking scary. And if that's the case, that would make that a mountain way out there. As long as they don't bump the sun, because I know that sun is local. All right, let me flip the camera around. Yeah, that's crazy awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, but I just had to show y'all this. This definitely looks like a valley, man. Oh, this looks like a valley. Look at this. Look at this trash. See that crater? Mountain, then you see the drop off. See the valley. It lights back up. I'm trying to see with my own eyes. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I wish these were just clouds, but they're starting to show up as more. These better just be clouds. A lot of people think I'm joking, but they can't see. Like, why does it look like a valley with rocks and probably some vegetation if it's catching any light? Any solar, you know, consumption from the sun. And maybe it was just rocked over, and maybe since these things have been here, trees are starting to grow in grass and, you know, alien grass or whatever planet these are, because the same thing is happening here. If I was standing up there and I look down here in the Grand Canyon and down on Earth, you see all this upside down. This showing the same properties. This is scary. This thing is showing up as a mountain. I can't get it no sharper than this. Can't get it no sharper than this. Maybe they're just thick, massive clouds, but they look like freaking damn mountains. Look at that. Even I look at it and see it with my own eyes. It looks like mountaintops. And then this thing is a freaking dead giveaway. It's pushing on, but like, you got the ridges. Look at all these ridges, like steps. See the little ridges? Like you climb a mountain. I'm gonna show it to you upside down. That's blowing me away. So you see these little ridges. You climb up the ridges. You catch it before it pushes on. See that ridge right there? Right here. All these landscape ridges. Pushing up to the apex of the mountain, which is dropping at our horizon already. And then it's pushing all this behind it. That's its perimeter. This perimeter is going from here, that V sweep, hitting at the apex where the mountain is, pushing back towards the sun, kind of fades out. And then another wedge peak. I don't know. And then this right here, surface. The way the sun is hitting it. The sun is right there. This is interesting that these are all mountains and troughs and crests, possibly. My camera did cut off on me, so I'm kind of starting back up. I think it was off for a minute, but it's cool. I gotta clean my my device here out. So I'm about to take it in and drop a lot of stuff off of it. I like to download a lot of stuff to, you know, do my research. But I think we have a big landmass above us. All this right here. Landmass, troughs, crests, apexes, craters. And it's all up under this ice. It's frozen properties. The ice is probably millions or billions of years old. You got your whole perimeter of my planet coming down through here. Come back up through here. My mountain top is below the horizon already. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and call it a day, but this is damn interesting. I'm gonna let my camera keep catching it in my truck, and I'll come back out and clear it later. All right, third eye cam, we out here. Poof.